It's a bit confusing when using the Superb Survivors mod in Project Zomboid, as the UI can be difficult to navigate. Thanks to one friendly sub's comment, I decided it was a good idea to give you guys a brief summary / tutorial of how to guide your survivors and utilize them to your full potential in Project Zomboid. Just a quick note, whenever you hear my voice like this in a voiceover, I'm basically just going over more complex things that I struggled to explain mid-game. Forgive me, as this was the first time I've ever really done a tutorial for anything. Hopefully this helps you fellow Zomboid lovers out there though. Okay guys, I'm here to show you how to navigate your survivor menu. Thankfully I found a survivor earlier in this game that I had. His name is George, and today we're going to be showing you how to interact with George and how to basically work this mod. So when you download the Superb Survivors mod, you'll notice that there's a bar down here in the bottom right that says survivors, right? Clicking the survivors bar will open up another menu that'll give you a list of all the survivors you are currently escorting. If the list is empty, it's either loading or you don't have a group yet. Without a group formed, you can't invite other survivors to join you, so all you would have to do is click on the group button. This makes you the leader of a new group. Then you could right click on George, go over to here, and it would say invite to group. You'd be able to give George commands. You can do lots of things with survivors. One thing you can do is if you click on inventory, it will open that survivor's inventory directly on the right side. As you can see, it says George, and it'll even show his weight. And then of course on the left we have Jason here, which is me, and how much I have. So I am able to directly give George anything in my inventory. Doesn't matter if it's equipped or not. So let's just say I could give him some chips, and I could give him a couple of cigarettes, why not? So I just gave him some pretty basic shit, but you get the point with that. That's basically what this inventory button is for. So we'll close out of that. Equipment is essentially what it means. Everything that your survivors have equipped or on them. This includes armor, weapons, and clothing. Let's say George wasn't next to me. You can open up this menu at any time by clicking down on survivors and then click on role. And it says companion, and you can hit call. And George will come to you, depending on how far away he is. And you could give him different orders as well. So before I get to all this stuff, I'm gonna hopefully try to get somewhere safe first. One thing I forgot to mention, there's an option for survivors where it'll say the survivor's name and then their clothing. Ignore that. If you want to change a survivor's clothing, you have to have something in your inventory that is wearable. Like for example, if I had like pants in my inventory, and then what you do is you would click on George and then you would click on give clothes, and your options would normally appear right here. But since I don't have any extra clothes to give George, they won't appear. Like I just picked up a satchel. So if I walk up to George, I can offer clothes and I can give him the satchel. I think the hardest part is getting a survivor, because survivors are pretty rare to find. I don't know why. Oh, thank God, a fucking house. Okay, so we can get in here and settle down for a second. Oh, no, we can't. No, we can't. That's another thing. The really immersive part of this mod comes in when you realize the capabilities of what the survivors can do. Like, for example, you can order George here to either barricade windows, loot for food, loot for weapons, loot for water, guard, patrol, stand still. You could order him to shit his pants. Really, they will do anything that you ask them to, and it's pretty cool that they have the amount of options they do. It also helps a lot that you're actually given a chance to loot the environment or house while the survivors are barricading things or doing other things that are handy. They could even protect you while you search the house. All of these options basically do what they say. I can tell him to gather wood, I can tell him to go find food, I could tell him to find water, find a weapon, I could tell him to guard this spot, I can tell him to patrol, I can ask him to loot the room for specific items like furniture or even weapons. Yeah, there's just so many options. You can change their name, like if I don't want his name to be George anymore, could change his name to G. And now, when I click here, his name changes to G. You can even check all the stats of your survivors by easily clicking on their name and then clicking info from the same menu. Jeez, I gave him the right name. He's leveled up pretty good. From here on out, it becomes pretty straightforward. You can actually right click on your survivor if they're close enough and hit offer food and offer water right then and there, so that's pretty handy. If you have more than one survivor, you can set the overall rules of engagement so that the survivors will react to zombies or other NPCs in the way that you want them. For example, you could hit attack anyone on site or attack hostiles on site. You can also ask them to use either a ranged weapon or a melee weapon. I usually put them with a melee weapon just because if you give an NPC a gun in this game, you're fucked. I don't quite know what this exclamation point does, and I I'm pretty sure this red button disbands the group. Oh yeah, you can also like select different areas. Like if I wanted this to be the base area, I could just select this whole house, set this as my base, and now George, or G, will take care of himself as if he is actually at home base. And I just think that's such a really cool feature. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna head outside and take care of these people. Man, we're pretty... Oh, G, why are you doing that? Why'd you leave me? I thought you'd have my back, you son of a bitch. I know I said earlier that survivors are rare to come across, but honestly, sometimes you can get lucky and have one spawn right in front of you. Whoa, Frazier. Oh, this is perfect. I can call him over and then invite to group. There we go. Now he's with me. You need to find weapons. You can't use a rolling pin the rest of your fucking life. One last thing I have to mention about this mod. Take good care of your survivors. I can't tell you how many people I've had to say goodbye to because we got attacked by a swarm of fucking zombies that I wasn't prepared for. Back them up and they will back you up. If they die, they will become a zombie and they will come after you. Fun fact, a comment actually told me that, so that's pretty neat. I didn't know that personally. Regardless, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Please forgive me, as I said, it's the very first time I've ever fucking done one, so take it easy on me in the comments. If you have any questions or concerns about the mod, I will be happy to answer them. Maybe some stuff I might have missed or didn't cover. Either way, I hope this video helped you guys a lot, so thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to our channel, and thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like, comment, and since we're on the subject, enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching the content, folks.